Hi everyone. So let's take a look at Truly, our last section here of chapter 18, and that is going to be the development and aging of blood. So we did talk a little bit already. I mentioned about how blood is formed in the fetus. We're going to take a look at it a little bit more and then talk about what might happen in the elderly. So very early on, the first hematopoietic stem cells are actually going to develop here in the yolk sac, and that is going to be found in the embryo. So so this is going to occur until the liver is formed, and then the spleen, and then the thymus, and then eventually they are going to go to the red bone marrow once the skeletal system is formed and there is going to be red bone marrow that's available. So by birth, all of the hemocytoblasts are going to move to the red bone marrow and all of the production is going to occur there. So there's that word again, hemopoiesis, and we already talked about how it occurs in most bones in young children because we mentioned how red bone marrow is going to be the marrow that's found pretty much in all of the bones in young children. But once we get older, a lot of that bone marrow switches over to yellow, and that's why it's going to really be restricted to a lot of the axial skeleton. But of course, remember you do have them in the proximal epiphyses of the humerus and the femur as well, and that's going to be in the adults. And then if we take a look at the opposite end of aging of blood, I mean, everything is going to, of course, start to deteriorate as we age, sad enough. Older red bone marrow, as adults, the red bone marrow is going to be replaced more often as fat and it becomes yellow bone marrow. So as we get older, we're going to have lots and lots more yellow bone marrow and less red bone marrow. And that means that we are producing less red blood cells, we are producing less leukocytes, we are producing less platelets. So that's why as we get older individuals are going to be, are more likely to become anemic because we're producing less erythrocytes. And then we produce fewer and less active leukocytes, and then that means that we're more prone to infections as we get older. But also there's going to be certain types of leukemia that's going to be more prevalent in elderly as well because of this whole issue with the leukocytes. And also platelets is going to, they don't mention platelets on here, but platelets is going to decrease the amount of platelets. And that means that blood clotting is going to be more erratic as well. So that is it for chapter 18. And the next chapter we're going to be taking a look at is chapter 19, which is going to be the heart. So now we're going to take this blood and we're going to be taking a look at how the heart is going to pump the blood around to the rest of the body. So until next time.